again. Look at this crazy weather once again. So we just left our accommodation for the night here in this tiny little village in the Brenner Valley. I hope it's the Brenner Valley. Now we're gonna go look for some breakfast. Today is kind of a transfer day. We need to cross the mountains to get to the Merano Valley and do Stelvio tomorrow. But to do so we have to do obviously a mountain pass, a pretty big one. So, oops, try not to fall off the bike. So we have 1,700 meters of climbing and hopefully no rain, unlike yesterday. Another day, another struggle. Day I started pedaling and my knee wasn't feeling very well. And as soon as we hit the climb, I realized that it hurt quite a lot. So I tried moving my cleats and it's marginally better. I think it was just a really hard day yesterday and not a lot of time to recover. So I'm gonna take it real easy today up this climb and see if it gets better tonight to some ice and some rest. So a few hundred meters of elevation to the top and 4 kilometers. I'm moving really slowly. My left knee hurts a lot, especially when it gets over 6% and I have to push harder. But if I stop and let it cool down for a bit, it's better. But I'm really enjoying the scenery here. I mean, look at this forest. It's such a privilege to be able to ride your bike every day in these beautiful places that I really don't want to stop. I want to keep going, and I'm sure the knee will get better with more rest today. But in the meantime, yeah, let's keep going. Definitely. Slowly but steadily. Almost made it up the pass. Wow. What a place, but what a struggle. And it's getting cold and windy up here. So, on the top of Jaffenses, can't even speak right now. And now on to a very cold and windy descent. Thank God for Gore-Tex and Windstopper, because otherwise this would be really a nightmare. So we had lunch at the Forest Brewery and now we're going through a tunnel and heading towards the hotel for tonight. Good morning. It's bright and early and it's a big day today because we're going to be climbing Stelvio. From yesterday we have Team Rhoda, Joanne and Ivan, our Catalan friends who joined us, and we're in the final stretch of the trip. We got 3 more days and 3 legendary mountains: Stelvio, Gavia tomorrow, and Mortirolo on the final day. The weather is beautiful, luckily. We are here in Val Venosta amongst apple trees. So now we're approaching Stelvio on this super nice bike path that we used yesterday to get to our accommodation, and then we're gonna attack the climb, hopefully. And so it begins. Passo dello Stelvio. Over 23 kilometers of climbing, and we're gonna get to 2,700 meters. Finally out of the long drag to the bottom of the valley to get to the real climb of Stelvio. So in a little bit I'm gonna pass a sign here that says switchback number 47 48 was down there, 46 more to go, and that's where we're heading, up there. It's gonna be an adventure, and it's gonna be hard. So we are in a part of Stelvio now that is super tough, both physically and mentally, because we're in the woods and the switchbacks are real tight, and you can basically see the road going above you. It's not ahead of you, so it's steep. And here we are at switchback number 41 out of 48, so still a lot to go. And today I'm definitely feeling all the fatigue. It's been a week now and we're paddling non-stop. We had a lot of really big days. Sorry for the horrible camera work. Luckily there is some little flat bits like this one that allow you to rest. And look at this amazing view over the glacier. Not a lot of words, just look at this view. Almost at 2,000 meters, 750 meters to go. My legs are toast. I just went up a series of ramps going up to 12%, and yeah, it's been really hard, but the view and the place really make it worth it. So on to the last push. So this is a pretty critical point, because down there you can see what you've done, and then up here you can see what you still need to do, and the top is above the sign that says switchback number 22, so it's a long way yet to go. 6 more K, 600 meters of climbing. Let's do this. So the only thing standing between me and the summit is a little straight, and then this final wall is another big series of switchbacks. I am absolutely exhausted. This has definitely been way harder than I remember. I did it last year without bags, but one last push and then it's gonna be glorious, really glorious. But what a day to do this. Look at the amazing place where I'm paddling right now. So lucky to be here. Can't quite believe it. Here is part of what I climbed, but I'm almost there. You can see the last 500 meters in this amazing scenery. I'm about to do the last switchback, and I'm gonna be at the top. I'm beyond tired. Here it is, the almighty Stelvio in all its glory, and it's been conquered. Had a nice sandwich, and now I'm gonna put the jacket on and start heading down towards Port Mill, where we're staying for the night. But it's been a hell of an adventure. Took me a lot. My legs were pretty dead, but I'm really glad to have made it. Just stop for a second. So here is Stelvio from the other side. Pretty unreal as well. I can't believe it. And this valley is just stunning. Wow. Day 9 almost there, almost done. But there's more mountains ahead of us. Today, Gavia. Starting from the nice little town of Bormio, just had a big breakfast. The whole group is here, and it's another huge climb today, just for a change, but just one, so fairly easy compared to other days. I'm absolutely loving Passo Gavia. It's nice and steady, it's very quiet, very few cars. Definitely one of my favorites up to now. You thought Stelvio was epic. Look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. And there's way less people and way less cars. I'm loving this climb. It's got quite hard now. There are a lot of ramps above 10%, but it's stunning. This is where we came from, and this is where we're going. Absolutely stunning. Passo Gavia. Almost there, a little more than 100 meters of climbing and a couple kilometers, and we'll be done with this as well. But usually here, but it's not the final destination. No. Made it up here, Passo Gavia. Clouds are coming in, and now it's time for a little snack, or maybe lunch. We'll see. As usual, it's a great feeling. This one was really special. Look at this restaurant on top of Passo Gavia. Of cycling souvenirs. We're completely lost. Actually, the bike path is just up there, and Lorenzo is bushwhacking to get there. And this is what we're doing to get back to the bike path. It seems we are in Africa. It says, "Welcome to Africa."
Hai presente le faglie tettoniche?
Ah, certo, certo.
Questa è la...
Good morning, last day. And today it's another huge one. Mortirolo on the plan, the legendary climb. And then the whole group is gonna split up, and I'm heading to Brescia to catch a train tomorrow, which means I will have to pedal about 100k downhill after 80 kilometers in the mountain. So it's gonna be a huge day. We have a smaller team. Hopefully we'll meet Kalle and Angela somewhere in the mountains. Everybody's pretty tired. Somebody had a little bit too much Braulio yesterday, this guy. But look how fresh he is this morning. Very fresh. Very fresh. I'll see you on the way. First little climb of the day done. Well, it wasn't so little. We started with the road to Passo Aprica, which was really mellow, but then turned off on a secondary road, and this is where we ended up. We are reaching the base of Mortirolo. So it's already been quite a long day on the bike, but we're finally here in Mazzo di Valtellina, about to get started on the Mortirolo. Mortirolo is one of the toughest climbs in Europe, probably in the world, and it's the final climb of our trip. Let's do this. It's gonna be hard. We've already climbed a little bit out of the valley floor. The worst is definitely yet to come. The central part of this climb is just brutal. It keeps getting tougher and tougher with ramps up to 20%. The good thing is I've noticed that up to 10-11% I can sit and spin with a decent cadence thanks to the gearing I'm running. I'm running a 33. So that's definitely a great gear to do this. Right now we're at 12% and it's pretty okay to just sit down and grind up. I wouldn't say spin. I'm at 44 pedal strokes per minute, which is ridiculous, but it's probably what's gonna save me, because it's definitely a climb that I myself, with my, you know, not probably climber-like weight, can't really attack. We are at switchback number 30. Obviously there are a few motorbikes coming down, because why wouldn't they? But it's a beautiful place, and it's the final climb of this trip, so I'm getting a little bit sentimental. It's going to come to over 24,000 meters of climbing and over 1,000 kilometers of riding in just 11 days. Most of it with bags, so on a fully loaded bike. Definitely a good feeling to be close to completing this. I don't want to talk too early though, so I'm gonna keep climbing. Look, ready at switchback 29, just 28 missing, and I'll see you later in the hard part. We're in the midst of the really hard part. We're at 1,000 meters of elevation, have to get to 1,850, and this part is definitely torture. It never goes below 10%. It has several ramps going up to 20. I've seen 24% on my Wahoo. So we're approaching the 11th switchback. This means there's 10 more to go, and this is a monument to the great Marco Pantani. I'm not gonna stop because I think I want to try and do this climb without ever setting my foot down, and there's about a little more than 400 meters of climbing left. We just met Kalle and Angela, first ones of our group going down. They're going a different way. We're less than 1k from the top. 4 switchbacks to go, less than 100 meters. It's really close now. All right, here we go. This is the view, and this is it, the last switchback of Mortirolo and the last big climb of this trip. You know, when I started, I told Merlo, my buddy, my best buddy who designed the route, that my goal was to finish this without cutting any part of the route, any climb, and obviously without pulling out. I had some hard days. I had to walk up to Rifugio Ronzo, 3000 Lavaredo. It took me 4.5 hours to climb Stelvio, which was an ordeal. I had really bad knee pain on the day on the Joven Pass, but now this really makes it all worth it. and I can see the top, and it's beautiful. So I'm just gonna take you to the top with me without any further comment. But here we go. Less than I think 500 meters to the top. It's a place that has made a history of cycling, and it just feels great to be here. I'm gonna join you all.
This guy with this cap and with this GoPro, so it's a double video.
It's a double video.
Tell us something. It was a long but hard.
Long but hard, but beautiful. And so the adventure comes to an end in a rather unglorious place. We are at a train station a little bit further north than Brescia. I was planning on trying to ride all the way to Brescia, but a combination of really crappy roads plus realizing that this was going to be the last train for today, and it's actually just starting to rain, made me realize that it was probably better to get it done here. Still, I've done more than 100k today. Everybody else is going in different directions. Some guys back to Milan, they're flying out tomorrow. I mean, what can I say? It's been a fantastic adventure. Thanks for watching all of this. If you like the video, like and subscribe, as they say, and I'll see you soon for more. Thanks again, and nada especial.